Hi, I'm Barb.
I'm Randine.
I'm Allie.
And this is our
Sclero-What?
Adventures. Happy Scleroderma Awareness Month, everyone. We are so privileged to come to you every single day and to bring you easy for me to say, blah, blah, blah.
It's happy hour.
Yeah. Where's my Miller Lite? Where's my Miller Lite? Anyway, you'd think after 27 years of living with the disease, you'd know how to say it. So we are so privileged to bring you scleroderma stories every single day for Scleroderma Awareness Month. And today we are honored to be joined by Allie. Thank you so much for joining us from beautiful, hot, humid Florida.
And she's sitting outside.
Yeah, and she's sitting outside. She's like, yeah, it is hot and humid out here.
Well, it's humid, but it's rainy today, so.
Okay, so a little bit of a reprieve.
Yeah,
so tell us, Allie, what form of scleroderma were you diagnosed with?
Limited systemic.
Yeah.
Along with crest and Raynaud's.
Okay. Yes, they all come hand in hand, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
And when were you diagnosed?
In April of 2018.
And what were some of your first symptoms that led you to even go to the doctor?
My hands, my fingers, they swelled up like little sausages. And
little
it's
sausage
like
fingers?
and I was dropping things, so, and they hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
and did they turn colors?
Not at that point. So.
Okay. And were you living in beautiful, sunny Florida at that time?
I had just moved down here from Baltimore.
Okay.
So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you've lived with it now for a few years. So what is one thing that you would tell your pre-diagnosis self?
Don't ever say that things can't happen to you, because they can when you least expect it.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. And what is one blessing that scleroderma has brought into your life?
My scleroderma sisters and my scleroderma warriors.
Absolutely.
They are the best things that have happened to me.
Yeah. And when you talk about your scleroderma sisters and warriors, who do you learn most of your scleroderma information from?
From each other. I mean, each and every one of us, it affects us in different ways and different forms. And it's like I've learned a great deal from other sisters and other warriors.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So, and I know that, like, when we all have our bad days, we all rally around each other.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Yes. Well, tell us, what does Scleroderma Awareness Month mean to you? Bless you.
Thank you.
It means a lot to me, because this disease that we have been so blessed to get or be given, to educate people of it, that it's not a fun disease. It may be invisible, may look okay, but don't feel great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And other than this interview, what is something else you're doing for Scleroderma Awareness Month?
I got my nails done to support scleroderma. It's like, I really want to try and start to advocate for all of us. It's like we just lost Javon, and it's like, I think her death, after seeing her videos of how she fought, the things that she went through, how she covered up her tangelinis with her makeup, and just her life in general. I mean, the girl was young and she fought so hard and she wanted to live. And I think it really had, her death really has hit me hard.
Oh yeah, I know it's tough to say see you later to our fellow Scleroderma warriors, for sure.
Well, I think she made an impact on all our lives. She really did. I really think and I really believe that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tell us, what is one thing you want everyone to know about scleroderma?
Don't push the person aside. Be there for them. It's like, I'm still who I was, and I will always be that person. Just because it's changed my looks and my appearances, I'm still the loving, caring person that's deep down inside.
That's a great message, Allie. I love that. All right, are you buckled up? Because now the tough questions coming. That was the easy part of the interview, Allie.
I know Radine's coming, right?
So Random Randine questions. Now I'm going to stop that. I am going to talk about what you told us you couldn't do, and it hurt right there, that you loved singing, but you could not be a singer because of your voice. So we like to celebrate people, and you are a professional hummer. So I know you asked if you could like hum for us, and the Star Spangled Banner is like your favorite tune to hum. So we'll take a moment just to celebrate you, and feel free to hum.
Feel free to what?
Hum. You remember you're a professional hummer? See, I knew it.
You are so good, Allie.
I'll do this.
I was gonna say, where's your, yeah, good job. Good job.
Where's your number?
Give you a 10. Okay, we were talking a little bit about doctors, and have you ever had a good comeback to a doctor's response to you that maybe took the doctor by surprise?
When I was in the ER one time, it's like, it's like I told the doctor, it's like I have scleroderma, and they were like, well, I don't know what that is. I'm like, well, you better go and look it up in the computer. So, I mean, the thing is, our disease process, it's like we have to teach and we have to educate everyone.
Yes. Which is why we'd have to be our own advocates, for sure.
Oh, you are. Have you ever had a good comeback for a doctor?
I don't know that it's a comeback, but I highly recommend any scleroderma patient out there that you actually ask for your doctor's records after every single doctor's visits, like accumulate. Which I mean, I do have binders full of doctor's records, and it's so interesting to read the doctor's notes after your appointment with them. So I had went to a pulmonologist. See, Allie's got a story too. Just a minute, Allie. So I went to my pulmonologist, and honestly, he wasn't really very well versed in scleroderma. And so I left there and I did not care for him. And but of course I asked for the records, and in the records there, it talked about how Barbara is a very sophisticated patient and is very well versed in her disease. I believe that she probably knows more than I do.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
God, that was written in your record?
In my records. Yes.
You need to frame that.
So do not let the doctors push you around. That's my biggest piece of advice. Like, don't let them push you around. Like, go in there, know your stuff, and make sure they know that you know what you're talking about.
It's funny because like with COVID, you know, like they're supposed to come in with their PPE equipment, their N95, their gown, their gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I think I went to the pain clinic, and it's like, you know, like you said, get your notes. Well, it's like I pulled my notes up, and he had written that he had gone in the room with his standard PPE, mask, gown, gloves, and it's like I'm sitting there thinking to myself, it's like, no, he didn't. He didn't come in there with that. So why is he documenting that? I mean, it just blew me away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you got to call them on that.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've had a situation once where, and I'm not the most medically knowledgeable person at all, but I knew like some medication I was on was not for me. And I was letting my doctor know that this medication was not working for me. And I had done a little bit of research and decided this medication would be best for me. and so I let the doctor know that this is the medication that would be more suitable for me. And he was really hesitant about that. And I said, do you have any success stories?
well,
Oh my God.
the thing is, you know your body, not the doctor.
he got red in the face and kind of flustered. He was ready to send me to a witch doctor. Get some voodoo going or something. I don't know. And then I had to explain myself going, you know, I would like to be your success story. You know, I think this medication that I'm suggesting would probably be more beneficial for me. So it changed his tune a little bit. And he was like, he did prescribe me what I suggested. And now I think he is a big prescriber of that to his patients too. So yeah,
Good job, Randine.
that was my best comeback. But you know, and I'm not that medically, like Barb is fantastic with her medical knowledge and her bookkeeping and stuff, but me not that much. So it is what it is. Okay, Miss Allison, my last Random Randine question. What activity do you not find fun at all? What activity do you not find fun at all to do?
I would say dishes.
Oh,
I mean, it's like with my hands, and it's like you learn that you have to like watch out for yourself. It's like, you know, it's like you probably don't do dishes with rubber gloves on, or like when you clean your bathroom or scrub the floor, or, you know, it's like I've learned that I've had to change a lot because of the disease and the progression it's had on my hands. So I mean, it's like I'm not used to wearing rubber gloves. I mean, I'm like, oh, and half the time I forget, unless my hands are like really bothering me that day. But I mean, I got a really good husband, so it's like, you know, he's like, if you don't feel good, don't do it. It's like, it's still going to be there. He goes, and I can do it when I get home. So I mean,
nice.
you know.
How about you, Barb?
I would say landscaping work is my
You're gardening with your backpack and your boots and your gloves and your hat.
Got it, girl.
You don't look funny, and you don't look strange to me when you're doing it. I mean, like right now I'm battling an armadillo that's like tearing up my flower bed.
you, Allison, for sharing that, because that is what I'm gonna be in my Daisy Dukes with my stockings and my boots this weekend out there doing my landscaping. And so that's what I know what's coming.
If
Honestly,
that's what makes you feel good, do it, girl.
it is not what makes me feel good, but it has to be done. That's the problem. I can't afford to pay somebody else to do it.
Yeah, but also it's like, it's like you need to keep moving and you need to keep active.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
And it does keep me active. And although I hate landscaping work, but yes, it does keep me active. And I get a great tan at the same time. So
it's like the community that I live in, it's like we have this one lady that does water aerobics. She knows what I have. And it's like she'll call me every day. You need to come to the pool. You need to come to the pool for water aerobics. And it's like when I got my COVID shots, I mean, I felt like crap because I had to be off my immunosuppressants and my prednisone, and I felt horrible. Well, now that I got back on my medication regimen, I have faithfully been going to the pool every day to do water aerobics, and it does help.
that is awesome, Allie.
Yeah. Good for you.
That is awesome.
Well, that's all I have for Random Randine. It was nice to meet you. I've never met a professional hummer before.
Thank you, Allie, so much for joining us.
Thank you, ladies. You all are wonderful.
And thank you, everybody, for watching us every single day. Come back tomorrow and we will bring another scleroderma story to you. Happy Scleroderma Awareness Month, everybody.
Bye.